Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we have some massive information to talk about. I really want to get this out to you guys before it actually goes live because this could be massive bait. Plarium is honestly so good at baiting. You could probably call them the master baiters. This event right here, Champion Chase Tournament coming up tomorrow, is going to get a lot of people in some bad situations. I would almost bet that we're going to have an event coming up that may be much more worth waiting for a lot of players. But first off, let's talk about why I'm wearing glasses inside. I don't want you guys to get the impression that I normally wear sunglasses inside because I don't do that. And I also don't open umbrellas inside. Both those things are a no-go. The reason why I'm wearing sunglasses, for anybody who's curious, is because I had eye surgery today, this morning actually, which I don't recommend scheduling eye surgery in the morning because when you finish, they recommend you go home, take a nap. Well, now I went home, take a nap, and I basically slept my day away. I definitely recommend you scheduling it more in the afternoon, the evening, to where then you can come home and basically go to bed. It would be much better in that way. But today I had surgery. Now, surgery sounds a little too intense, to be honest. It was something called PRK. So probably back in April, I had LASIK scheduled. So LASIK fixes your vision, crystal clear vision. Great. Well, my right eye went great. I'm not going to get into fine details because some people may be a little bit squeamish about eye surgeries and eye operations, but my LASIK went well for my right eye, failed on my left eye. So several weeks later, they had to reschedule me for something called PRK. Well, PRK is a little bit more, I guess, maybe invasive is what it'd be called. Not for sure exactly. But basically, the healing process for PRK takes a little bit longer. So PRK, left eye, got it done. Okay, so that was my second operation on the left eye, basically. Well, PRK healed up and my vision wasn't fixed to 100%. So a few months later, a few weeks later, I think it was a few months later actually, they scheduled me for today's operation, which was a second treatment of PRK. And I'm really hoping this is the last time I have to go in for that, because while the operation is honestly painless, it doesn't really hurt that bad at all because they numb you. The after healing is basically like having dirt in your eye, but 24/7. And these glasses are mitigating some of this blaring light on the side of me. But I wanted to get this video out to you guys before this event goes live tomorrow, because I think a lot of people could definitely fall prey to it and kind of be screwed. So I wanted to put this out there, also just kind of check in. So I am very thankful that I can put these videos out there. I can do work still, basically. You guys give me the opportunity to basically do work because I don't have to go anywhere. I can literally do it from my office, do it from my home. So thank you all very much for that. And even after having an operation, I can still get some stuff done. So first things first, I do have to say, you guys probably didn't notice, but if you go to the Burn Spider Burn competition in the Raid official Discord, yeah, yours truly actually won first place here. I mean, not Mr. Majestic, congratulations to him, but look at this. First place, Tyrauku free, stage 22, which it was actually stage 24. That's okay. I'm not gonna complain about it. 1,000 gems, I do believe, is what I'm gonna get. Pretty nice, definitely pretty exciting. And then the second one was stage 25, under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Sometimes the Discord channel, this isn't even me. I don't know why I was tagged in this. But sometimes the Discord channel does these little events, and it's pretty cool. It's the first one I entered, and I got pretty lucky, so I think I get some gems, which is pretty cool. But either way, let's talk about these events, guys. So, all that said, LASIK, though, in general, the difference in my vision is amazing. Honestly, so huge waking up in the morning and not having to scramble and look for my contacts, trying to find glasses if I take a nap or wherever I am. If my contacts start to get itchy in my eyes, I don't have to worry about them falling out and not being able to see. So now it's literally, I wake up in the morning and I just do whatever I want. I can literally see so much better, even though the PRK failed, not failed, but didn't completely finish it the first time. The LASIK eye feels so good. But guys, I'm looking forward to this being fully finished. So first things first, Champion Training Tournament. Yeah, I'm probably not going to compete in this. 14,000 points already. Maybe I could. I don't know. You guys, what are you guys doing? Are you going to compete in this or not? This is not the event that's bait, though. The event that's bait is this one down here, this Champion Chase Tournament. So let's think about this real quick. Tuesday during CVC, hopefully you guys had a good CVC, but we had I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, we had a 10x event for Warlord, okay? Warlord is an amazing champion, but what's he going to get you to use? He's going to get you to use your Void Shards, obviously, because he's a Void champion. So you open a bunch of Void Shards and you get Warlord. Great. Well, then you come up to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're going to have a 2x Void weekend, which come up here to the announcements. You'll see exactly what that is. Now, Plarium, they really like to, take us for all we're worth. So we have right here a 2x and 10x boost. So not only are you getting a double chance at getting legendaries and a double chance at getting epics, you're also going to get a 10x chance to get Madame Ceres, which, to be honest, if you need Madame Ceres, which she's an amazing champion, amazing for arena, good for content if you don't have an AoE decrease attack and decrease defense champion, but if you don't have her, it's even more incentive to go ahead and pull your Void Shards. I mean, getting an epic Void champion from these events honestly isn't that bad as far as your luck, so you may be able to get her. If you open enough Void Shards, you probably have a pretty good chance of actually getting her from this upcoming event. Now, look what they did, okay? So on top of all that stuff, they went ahead and added on something else as well. Now, I can't see it here. Let me go if I can see it in the news section of the game. So here we have the Champion Chase Tournament. Scroll down. Theodore the Savant. If you're between levels 81 and 100, you can get him from first place. This is first place per bracket. It's probably going to be 200 people per bracket. If you're level 51 to 80, Gottfried Brassclad, I don't really know who cares about him. What is he even good for? I don't even know. Ginbo is really good. Skullcrown is really good. Gottfried seems kind of misplaced. And Theodore is absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best champions they've added in a long time. This dude can solo Dragon Stage 25 in 41 seconds. That is mind-blowing. He can be part of literally every speed team that's currently in the game. The fastest team, he is part of it. So if you're a whale and you're wanting a champion who can speedrun content, this dude is somebody you would pull heavily for during a 10x. But now Plarium's saying you don't have to pull for him during a 10x. You can pull for him during a Champion Chase tournament, get first place, and you're going to get him. So this is where it becomes bait, is because Plarium loves to do these things before a guaranteed champion event, okay? So before, we had, with like Ancient Shards, we have a extra legendary event with Ancient Shards, into a 2x event for Ancient Shards, into a guaranteed event for Ancient Shards. So if you're chasing every single one of these events, hoping to open some shards, get a legendary, so on and so forth, and actually try to compete in them, then you're going to be spending a lot of money, or you're never going to really be able to compete in any of them. So for me, tomorrow, the only way that I'll be opening shards during this 2x Void event is if my entire bracket is not pushing at all, okay? Now, keep in mind, most people are probably going to be trying to snipe this. So if you go in hard and fast, you may have somebody in the bracket trying to snipe. I'd probably say 90% of players who are actually going to push in this tournament are going to be trying to snipe it. Because the 10x for Madame Ceres, I think, runs the whole weekend anyways. It doesn't matter. If the 2x is running for Void Shards, people are probably going to be holding off. This is from Friday until Monday, so they're probably going to be waiting until the last moment, because with shards, the only way to get more is by spending more money, right? So they're going to wait till the very end, open their shards, see what they get, and you're going to have a lot of people very disappointed and possibly put in a position where they have no shards whatsoever. So this event, while it is, honestly, I like this event possibly even more than Champion Chase, because this event, you don't have to commit a ton of time. Like Champion Training. Champion Training tournaments, you have to come in, spend hours and hours, basically all day doing RSL Helper, farming your champions through campaign, leveling champions up. It's very, very time demanding. Whereas the champion, and in reality, free-to-play players don't have a chance in that either. Whereas in Champion Chase tournaments, you know from the very beginning of it if you have a chance or not, right? Like if you're a spot like me, where you have 58 Void Shards, 103 Ancients, and 7 Sacreds, you're like, unless you get into a completely free-to-play bracket, you probably don't really have a chance. Unless you have like a ton of fragments saved up, you have like 5 or 6 legendaries saved up, you're probably not going to have a chance. So for me, I'm going to sit it out. Honestly, I highly recommend everybody watching this video to not pull unless you're 100% certain that you can actually finish this event, or if you don't have enough shards to even pull for a guaranteed champion, then maybe go for it, right? It's going to be perfectly fine. Maybe you're like 70 voids, you're free to play, you don't ever pull for guaranteed void champions anyways, so you're like, hey, might as well go ahead and try for this. Yeah, that definitely makes sense in that case. But if they do a guaranteed void champion event, it's probably going to be 90 shards for Rio Bone Spear, which is over here. She's the only void champion we've had so far in a guaranteed event, and yeah, she was 90 void shards. So keep in mind, if you want a champion like this, maybe you're going to want to have 90 void shards available. So just the main thing I want to tell you guys, just be mindful, be very aware of what's going to happen. I honestly would not be surprised if Plarium came out and during next Tuesday, I'm going to go ahead and say next Tuesday is probably going to be a guaranteed champion event. Maybe later. I have no actual insight into this, so don't think I'm like soft leaking some information that I have. I'm not. I have literally no clue. It could be no guaranteed event whatsoever. Just something to be mindful of, because I've definitely pulled in events before. Like I literally pulled for Chagger 10x, and then Warlord 10x happened. So I definitely wish I would have saved for Warlord, because I was already at Mercy. but it is what it is. So just be very, very mindful that there may be, and honestly, I would be willing to bet it's going to be a guaranteed Void Champion event coming up soon. I do think this champion right here is going to be the most likely to actually be in the event, because for the other guaranteed champions we had Ragash, which was a very new legendary whenever he was in the event. Then we had Nekmothar, which another very new affinity legendary when he was in the guaranteed event. And this champion right here, Raka Viletide, is the newest Void legendary champion. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was in the guaranteed pool. And a guaranteed Void legendary, probably at 90 shards, is a pretty good deal if you have the 90 shards. But if you pulled in hopes to get Teodor guaranteed from your champion chase bracket, then you may be out of luck. Now, honestly, any Void legendary that they guarantee will probably be decent. If they have a Hegemon guaranteed, I am 100% going to be pulling, most likely for whatever he asks, okay? If it's Hegemon, I'm going to do it. I don't necessarily think it's going to be Hegemon, though. I don't see him doing like a SS tier champion, like, you know, top of the top champion, Hegemon, Warlord, Siphi. I don't see that happening, though. With this event setup, I would not be surprised whatsoever if we got like a really good Void legendary, honestly. I think if any setup, if any events were to align to make Plarium think that there is a lot of value in providing a really good Void legendary guaranteed champion, I think this would be the situation. They're literally laying the foundation perfectly for everybody to be drained dry of their Void shards. I mean, just think about it. If you need 90 Void shards, if a Void shard's about $3 on average, maybe for a decent purchase, sometimes, I mean, it depends, because during these events, they could give pretty crappy deals, so you just gotta buy what you can. You're looking at almost $300 for this event. So a lot of players will be dropping that money for whatever guaranteed champion's coming out. I just wanted to put this video out there as a warning, as a little heads up for you all, that we very well may be getting a Void legendary guaranteed event, maybe Raka Viletide, or honestly, it may be a very, very good legendary champion, legendary Void champion, possibly even S tier meta in the arena. I think now is the best time, or at least as good as any time, to put an absolutely amazing Void legendary in the guaranteed champion summon event. So it may not happen, but I think it's gonna happen, to be honest. They're setting it up perfectly, and it's so obvious, so obvious. But I gotta say, Teodor, if nobody pushes my bracket, I'm gonna have to go for that dude, because he is one of my more wanted champions. But I'm not trying to take out a small loan. Though my kids do got several years until college, so I mean, they're 3 and 1. So if we have a college savings saved up right now, it's only been saving for like 3 years. I don't know. For the oldest, right? So 3 years of college savings. We have, what, 15 years left to start saving? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Is it worth go ahead and pulling out my son's college fund to go for Teodor? I mean, 3 years in the grand scheme of things isn't that much, but I don't know.